Today's news. Today's news.
I'm excited to announce that we found the door plug.
Defense Secretary's secret hospitalization. He was in ICU for days. Shining at the Golden Globe. Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. Investigators now have their hands on a key part in the investigation into the disaster on board an Alaska Airlines flight. A fuselage section came off as it took off in Portland, Oregon Friday, leading to dozens of Boeing 737s being grounded. Here's CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
It was a 63-pound piece of the plane known as a plug door blowing out at 16,000 feet, leaving a gaping hole, forcing the 171 passengers and 6 crew to don oxygen masks.
Alaska, we made a return back to Portland.
The door was found late Sunday night.
Thank you, Bob. Bob contacted us. He found it in his backyard.
NTSB Chair Jennifer Homendy.
It's incredibly important. It's a part of the puzzle to piece back what occurred.
Plenty of questions about the hospitalization of Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. For 3 days, even President Biden was unaware Austin was in intensive care. CBS's Cameron McCormick.
He is still hospitalized, but said to be performing his duties. Congress, meanwhile, wants to know why it wasn't notified of his hospitalization for days. Top Biden administration officials were also in the dark until January 4th. The Joint Chiefs of Staff, General C.Q. Brown, learned of the hospitalization 2 days earlier.
1 week to go, and the Iowa caucuses will kick off the run to the White House. CBS's Ed O'Keefe is out with the Republican contenders.
Former President Donald Trump downplaying the January 6th attack on the Capitol 3 years ago and reiterating his plan to pardon those who participated.
Some people call them prisoners. I call them hostages. Release the J6 hostages, Joe.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis warns if Republicans pick Trump,
I think it's going to be a really nasty election. I don't think that puts Republicans in a good position to win.
Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley agrees.
Chaos follows him.
But she says attacking Trump isn't the way to win.
For those that want me to hit Trump more, I just am not going to do it.
Recent polls show Trump leading in Iowa by double digits, thanks to longtime supporters like Gary Leffler.
President Trump restored the American dream to every American.
Part of a far more organized campaign than the last time he ran here.
Parts of New England got the worst of the winter storm that blasted the East Coast. Meteorologist Eric Fisher of CBS Boston is north of the city in Haverhill.
People spent Sunday trying to dig out their cars and shovel sidewalks as more snow fell. 1.5 feet eventually covered the city.
Pretty crazy.
16 inches of snow fell so fast in Worcester, plows had a tough time keeping up. The roads are pretty rough. But for these kids in New Jersey, the snow meant the perfect conditions for skiing and sledding.
It's like a white miracle. It's snow.
Hollywood's awards season began to heat up with last night's Golden Globes on CBS. Michelle Turner of Entertainment Tonight.
Christopher Nolan's drama about the Manhattan Project won 5 Globes, including Best Motion Picture Drama and Best Male Actor in a Drama for Cillian Murphy.
One of the most beautiful and vulnerable things about being an actor is that you can't do it on your own. We had the most incredible ensemble cast of this movie. It was magic.
In the night's biggest surprise, Barbie was upset in the other big movie category of Best Comedy or Musical, losing out to Poor Things, produced by and starring Emma Stone, who also won for Best Female Actor.
Playing Bella was unbelievable.
Barbie did have its moment, though, beating out Taylor Swift to win the new category of Box Office Achievement.
Thank you to everybody, all the Barbies and Kens.
In TV, the comedy The Bear won big with actors Jerry Allen White and Ayo Edebiri winning Golden Globe.
I'm in a room full of so many people who I admire and whose work has lifted me up.
And in drama, Succession shines.
It's a team effort, this show.
And one of the biggest moments of the night was Lily Gladstone becoming the first Native American to win a Golden Globe for Best Actress.
This is an historic win
for her emotionally charged performance in Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon.
This is for every little res kid.
4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News Adventure.